This is the Chab Dog Sports Talk Show. We're ADHD hosts that are OCD about our sports. Host Brandon Chabner brings you Eric the Well-Read, Frank the Tank, and Boston Mark for sports talk that's breaking news everywhere else. Now here's your host, Brandon Chabner.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chab Dog Sports Talk. We're on each Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and you can find my episodes on chabdog.com for your head of your sports headlines and biting sports commentary. We're also sponsored by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional legal needs, contract drafting, business planning, and transaction structuring, regulatory compliance. So check that out at chabnerlaw.com. We're in the the dead zone week where we don't even have Super Bowl hype going on right now, Eric. It's just kind of rampant speculation about what will happen next week in the Super Bowl next Sunday, and but we got a few things we can talk about and maybe play more clips today. So thank you for hosting us again at the Newport Beach Studios for Chab Dog Sports Talk.
Hey, Chab Dog. And let's let everyone out there know our the phone in line. The number is area code 252-585-4120.
Yes, we have our regular callers for this week, but we always welcome new voices, new thoughts, new perspectives on the world of sports. And we got our first caller in. It's we're always pleased as punch to have Frank Fleming on. How you doing, Frank? From Sports Encyclopedia.
Dealing with a computer that's going fucking nuts on me.
I thought you got that fixed like last year.
No, it's gotten bad again. The new one sucks now.
Wait, what's he upset about?
His computer, is it an HP or a Dell?
Goodell.
Yeah, it's a Goodell, huh?
It's a Roger Goodell.
It's going.
That could only happen to you, Tank.
You sound very excited.
Yeah, you sound really
How
relaxed.
much do you buy a fucking computer every year?
Pretty much, yeah. That's planned obsolescence, pretty much.
Do you have some kind of a warranty or something? Can you?
It was out of warranty. It went out of warranty a week ago.
Fucking up right after warranty expired. Fucking program.
Boy, you have no luck with your consumer purchases. First, it's that stupid ice scraper that didn't work.
Well, or the car you used to own.
Oh.
Or the people that would rip you off fixing it.
I mean, it's like every time I turn around, it's I gotta sing frozen window screen. Nothing's working at all.
Oh no!
Oh,
It keeps freezing.
Uh-huh. Well, what's the temperature like in New Jersey today?
44.
Oh, okay. Well, so it has no excuse to be freezing.
Yeah, so it's not.
He's making this loud noise, this loud whining noise. This fan keeps blowing.
Oh,
You might have to.
noise.
You might have to throw it out your window.
Yeah. You know what that's from, Tank?
No,
Too much internet porn.
which I don't watch.
Well, it's the gay sites that they're the worst, you know.
Yeah. Of course you don't watch.
Oh, of course you don't. No, none of us watch it.
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. That I can't like something that should be taking 5 minutes. It's taking 2 hours.
Yep.
I feel for your pain, man. When I'm in the office and my computer's acting up, it's the worst feeling, man. You're sitting there looking at something thinking, I'm losing money. I am freaking losing money.
I can't stop responding.
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's exactly how we feel when our computers fail us for simple tasks.
Well, I don't know what to say. You got to go and get a new one, I guess.
At least you're on the telephone.
Again? Okay, this one is a year old!
Yeah, it's old. It's out of warranty. It's too old now. So, Tank, I was meaning to ask you about Don Imus because he recently passed. I know that you noted his passing on Facebook. And he was the one who so famously said about the Rutgers women's basketball team that he called them a bunch of nappy-headed hoes. But because because your alma mater is Rutgers, wasn't that an actual accurate description?
It's Montclair State is actually my alma mater. Oh. And look at this again! My computer crashed again!
Oh, is it blue screening on you now?
No, it's just not doing anything!
Yeah, that's what computers do. They do nothing.
I think it's just it's a lost cause. You're going to have to move on.
Well, Control-Alt-Delete, Tank. Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah, see if you can get it to get the task manager.
I can't get my work done!
No, you can't. It's productivity.
He's been separated from his blog, and that's painful.
Oh, it's very painful.
You probably can't blog, can you?
Can't get on Sports Encyclopedia.
I can't get out. I'm trying to update Sports Encyclopedia pages. That's what I'm doing, and nothing is working.
Wow.
Well, do you need to sign off and take some medicine and call back in?
Oh no, I want a better.
I don't want you to get a heart attack.
No, I want frantic Tank here.
I use this fucking computer shitting the bed on me.
Just don't let Mark know that you're having these problems.
Oh,
he's going to take advantage of this.
He's going to take advantage of you anyway.
Come on.
He said he was going to call in today.
So back to the nappy-headed hose. Okay, it was your father. Your father went to Rutgers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I knew that your legacy.
I'm just trying to run the Grammarly app. Why can't it work?
Well, what were you trying to do with it?
It's supposed to work.
Yeah, but what were you trying to do with it?
Do the editing. God damn it! Now it's.
Well, what were you trying to edit?
He's trying to edit his blog.
Oh, the blog? You're trying to edit your blog? Well, that's the
The
problem.
website, the fucking website.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's probably on WordPress or something, and he's trying to make changes.
Yep.
I know it's the worst. It happens occasionally, and
not if you own a Mac.
Did you turn the computer off? Turn it off and turn it back on?
You know how long it takes to boot up?
Well, it takes longer. If it's not working, it takes longer for it not to work.
If it's frozen, it's frozen.
It's
man.
frozen.
Yesterday it took me 2 hours to boot up.
2 hours?
2 hours?
Oh, then
2 hours.
What the hell is going on with this thing?
Yeah.
How old is it?
No, it's a year old.
A year.
It's retarded.
Exactly.
Your computer's retarded.
You probably got too much running in the background there. There's got to be something funny about that, or is the hard drive full already?
No.
No, it's a new computer.
Oh man, we're watching rodeo right now, and these are some scary bulls, man.
It stomped on the guy.
They're mean.
Ow.
Ooh.
I know there's like nothing to watch, football. Yeah, instead of watching football pregame, we're watching rodeo right now.
It's kind of good. I like it.
Yeah.
Did you watch the NHL All-Star game last night?
No, I can't.
The All-Star game
that.
was on last night? I didn't even know it was on.
Do you watch that, huh? You're a hardcore NHL fan. I'm just.
Oh God, it's terrible. It's 3-on-3. It's division against division, and then division final. They only play one period, and it was like
3-on-3.
The whole game?
Yes.
See,
boring.
Nobody even knows that. People aren't even vaguely aware of what's going on in the NHL.
And then you had Green Day perform between the second and third period.
Oh, okay. The drummer of Green Day just used to live down the street. Just sold his place. He was my neighbor. Lived down the street. You know that? Lived down. You know Green Day?
Yeah, well,
no, I don't.
I'll point
they
out
had to censor it several times as he kept dropping F-bombs.
Well, they bleeping. Was this on
and then,
NBC?
of course, they sung "American Idiot" with the lyrics like don't want to wave the flag anymore. This evil flag anymore. It's time to raise the sickle and hammers. Burn, baby, burn, or the country will burn.
Oh, jeez. What a bunch of weaklings.
It's time for free medicine and free education. Time to punish the white man.
Oh, we've been getting punished now for a good 10 years.
So the NHL All-Star Game, yeah, that sounds pretty lame.
So how can they put these assholes on your what you call? They just did a poll. 88%. We're going to be the beast of burden in a couple of years.
88% of what?
Oh God, these people under the age of 30 think that communism is what we need.
Yeah, well, you get to be stupid when you're young. It's great. Once these people start earning some money, because they're under 30, yeah, they don't have any money to buy a car. They got massive student loans.
That's the thing.
Once they buy a house and get a car, they'll change their minds real quickly. You'll see.
Look at this. This is absolutely incredible. I'm have to reboot. I have to take out, close my browser off.
Yeah, pretty much. It sounds like you're gonna have. You might as well get it. The sooner you start, the sooner it's going to work. So you can talk to us while you're.
Kind of worried about him.
Yeah, I know a doctor. Maybe I should get you what's that Demerol, or get your prescription for Valium. Yeah, or, something to calm you down. Oh, look, see that U.S. Border Patrol ad there?
Where?
on the tube.
I didn't see that.
There it is, to the bottom right-hand corner. See it above the CBS?
Oh, U.S. Border. Yeah.
Yeah. They're advertising the U.S. Border on the rails here at the rodeo.
Oh.
Oh, man, that bull is pulling
Oh, man.
I didn't think that guy was going to last.
Watch out. Get out of the way. These bulls are
wow. That one
primed and ready to go.
Man.
Well, that's why I'm so fat, because every time my computer stops working, I've been like throwing snacks in my mouth.
What?
It's like putting a whole bunch of tacks. Yeah, it's like eating a box of tacks. Brass tacks. Say, Tank, did the Mets hire a new manager yet?
Yeah.
Really? Who'd you get?
Louis Rojas.
Who's that?
Louis
Some
Rojas.
guy, minor league guy. It's Felipe Alu's son.
Okay.
Oh, is he the guy that was 500 games below 500?
No, that's another guy.
Oh.
Okay.
That guy's name is DeFrancesco.
Okay.
in their wisdom, they decided to go with the guy that's got a better track record, I guess.
Kind of stands to reason.
Yeah. So maybe there's hope.
It's getting frustrating, just very frustrating. I keep doing the same thing over and over again on my computer. I had to it won't even save.
That's the definition of insanity.
Yeah. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result, Tank.
Yeah.
You know better.
What? Do I have to buy another? Do I really have to buy another fucking computer?
Well, before you have to do that, if you just scrub the hard drive and start again.
But the hard drive, and I'll lose everything.
Yeah, but the stuff on there is what's causing the problem. It beats buying it. It won't cost you anything.
Erase all my files. Nothing. No memory. No word. No my finances. Gone. All my websites. Gone. All my pictures. Gone.
Yeah, no, I think now you know what it's like to have a broom handle stuck up your rectum. So, you ever had that happen to you before, Tank? Probably not, but I'll just ask just in case. I know it sounds painful.
Well, Frank, why don't we talk about something that'll give you some pleasure?
Yeah, let's talk about something that's that you like. But geez, what is it?
What's going on right now that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, what's on your mind other than your computer? What's on your mind, Tank?
It must be very nice knowing the Patriots are not going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's still there.
This computer just got me in such a just killing me.
Well, I mean,
Well, here, I got something that'll cheer you up, Tank.
Let's have sex.
They feel better?
No. And here we go again with the noise.
Holy shit! Did you see that?
Oh, I can't take it.
Oh, well.
Well, Frankie, you watching any of the tennis? There have been some good matches.
No,
No?
I try to get into it sometimes, maybe like the last 2 rounds, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There's a good guy for the United States. He's from Tennessee. His name is, I think he's Tennessee. His name is Sandgren, and he played Fanini last night, and it was a good match. The crowd really got into it. Sandgren won 3. It was in let's see, a 4-setter.
It's a name I can pronounce.
Yeah,
I like him already. I can pronounce his name. Those guys that have like 5 vowels in a row.
I like him because he's got right-wing political views. He's kind of a good old boy from Tennessee, and doesn't take shit from anybody. He's a big guy. He kind of looks like he could play football or something. And wears these cut-off shirts. It shows his big shoulders.
Has
and
he got
arms.
tattoos? Is he tattered?
I don't think he's got tats, but it's funny. The Italian guy had a big tramp stamp on his back.
Ooh, a tramp stamp.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what you call it.
I mean, it was this huge tattoo right in the center of his back.
What's the use of that? He's never going to be able to see it in his entire life unless he wants his boyfriend to look at it. Jeez.
Well, he's actually got a girlfriend. She's a pro.
Yeah, a girlfriend.
Well,
air quotes.
I love this guy. This guy's from Italy. He's really thinks he's really hot stuff. His name is Fabio Fanini.
Ooh, okay. Name like Flavio Fanini? Yeah, that's big stuff.
And he walks around the court like he owns it. But Sandgren put him in his place last night.
Hey, Tank, speaking of politics, this Senate trial going on, it's pulling in ratings that the WNBA is beating it in the ratings. Have you seen any of it?
Did you see Trump's presentation? It lasted like half an hour.
I know. It's like they just showed up yesterday morning. They were an hour in and they all went home.
I guess apparently Trump knows that nobody watches political stuff on Saturdays.
No. It's a bad day to start your defense.
It was kind of a throwaway thing. Yeah.
This trial in the Senate, what a joke. But that being said, do you think it's a joke, Tank? Are you watching it?
It's a total joke.
Yeah. Is it? Do you have it on in the courthouse?
No.
No.
You're not finding it riveting, Frank?
You'd rather watch The Price is Right. No, really, people like when the fans of The Price is Right, when that's got preempted by the trial, they went ballistic. I'm hearing stuff like that. The trial itself is boring.
I remember the Watergate hearings, and that to me that was riveting.
Watergate was interesting. Yeah.
I was really into that when I was a little kid. I was like 7 or 8 years old.
I watched that then too.
I can still remember the names of some of these senators when I was a kid. And, you remember Sam Ervin,
of course,
and Daniel Inouye, and
from Alaska.
He's from Hawaii. He's from Hawaii.
Herman Talmadge. Talmadge.
Yeah, I remember Talmadge. Where's he from?
I think it was like Georgia or something.
Okay. Yeah, Georgia.
In the South.
Yep.
But I just have vivid memories of watching this, and it was cool.
20 years ago, the Clinton impeachment, that was good TV too.
I didn't watch much of that, but I mean, the subject matter was at least interesting, right?
Yeah. I did not have relations.
I mean, what's going on basically is you got a bunch of communists that run the Democrat Party now.
Yeah,
communists. Huh?
Well, socialists. They're not really communists, but they are socialists for sure.
That's like saying Diet Cola and Diet Pepsi. Socialism is diet communism.
Yeah, but they're not Bernie socialists. They're like something else. Like I like Bernie Sanders actually, but these people, they're so left wing. They think Bernie's, Attila the Hun or something.
Oh, yeah, especially Elizabeth Warren. She actually, I think that if she's elected,
Strawberry?
You're going to see the end of sports in America. We will actually only procreation will be happening through in vitro fertilization, and basically we will be the beast of burden.
Oh, it'll be mandatory sex change operations for children. The moment you go to the doctor, and once they get fed an idea that they're questioning, they'll be like, okay, we got to change this. We're going to cut your penis off today, you 5-year-old.
She wants to tax everybody that has money extra, and
she wants to put a tax on transactions
does that
on Wall
include
Street.
herself? I know she's racked up quite a bit herself.
Yeah, somehow. Even though she hasn't really done anything. How does she rack up all that money?
My friend said she was...
actually with her singing
she was
Soak Up the Sun.
She's a
and they said, America, we shouldn't be about having what we want. We should be getting everything we need provided. Even if it means 100% taxes. And everyone cheered.
Yeah, that's not the American way, and that's not our history. Our history is rugged individualism. Success and failure based on the effort and moxie that one has.
She's a storyteller at her core, and she will be exposed in an election, I think, for all the little fibs and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that she had Cherokee ancestry.
She's not been straight.
No. She well, of course, it's funny though, but her inaccuracies pale in comparisons to the president's, and yet we give the president a pass.
Wow. Yeah, well, the president, that he's a salesman himself, but
oh yeah,
I just don't think she has a chance.
No, not against the president. I don't think anybody has a chance. Maybe Buttigieg might, or maybe
Bloomberg, maybe, or
Bloomberg, maybe
Buttigieg.
What do you think, Bloomberg? Do you think Bloomberg has the moxie to take on
that? What about that other guy that has all the money, Tom Steyer?
Steyer, he's got as much personality as a wet blanket.
I don't know. He's actually done pretty with his ads. He's moved up in the polls in Nevada.
Oh, with the ads, yeah, he can do a commercial and he can spend tons of his own money getting it out there. That doesn't mean he's got personality.
But compared, I don't know.
Who do you think's the most exciting candidate in the Democratic side, Tank? Do you have any ideas there?
Exciting.
Nobody. It's like the loony bin. It's been let open.
Oh, from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Oh, well, it's appropriate that One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest after Nurse Ratched ran in 2016.
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Nurse Ratched. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, that looks like her, too.
I was always thinking she looked like Betty Davis in... what was that movie?
Baby Jane?
Baby Jane.
Yeah, Who Killed Baby Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about a psychopath.
Do we have any Baby Jane clips? I love that movie.
It'll take a while to find those. But the nerve of her to come out and she's banging on Bernie now. Well, if Bernie got the nomination, I'm not supporting him, she had the nerve to say this week. Come on, Hillary. Just, take it easy.
Yeah.
You stole the nomination from the guy in the first place. I still believe that if she hadn't rigged the Democratic primaries, he would have won. He would have beat her, and then he might have beaten Trump.
Hey, our history's full of examples of that stuff being rigged.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Kennedy, Nixon, 1960.
Just think of all the situations where dead people voted, or
illegal aliens from Mexico voted.
Party bosses in a smoke-filled room decided to pick this guy.
I make revisions, and the revisions don't come up. It's like I make a revision, and then the revision disappears, and then I have to redo it again.
Oh, at least your computer's working now.
Oh.
No, it was working. Now it's not working again.
Well, how many programs do you have running simultaneously? Do you have more than one open window?
I mean, it's so freaking frustrating.
Should we play some music for Frank to relax him? Maybe some Burt Bacharach or something?
Yeah, I thought this is actually perfect time for some Burt Bacharach. Here, this will make you feel better.
Yeah. Why don't we play some...
Yeah, we'll play the medley.
The medley, yes.
The tune, you will recognize the best part of Burt
This
Bacharach.
is the velvety tones of
Andy Williams from the Andy Williams Show, 1968.
If you see me walking down the street
Just relax,
and
Frank.
I start to cry
Smoke a joint.
each time we
He doesn't
meet,
smoke.
walk on by, walk on by.
Calming.
Make believe you don't see the tears. Just let me breathe. Because each time I see you, I break down and cry.
I think I can hear Frank's tears from here, though.
Walk on by. Just walk on by that computer that doesn't work. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't love you, Tank.
Walk on by. Oh, this is a good one, too.
I walk along the city streets. You used to walk along with me.
Computer.
And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I
Forget you, girl.
The naked eyes.
when there is always
Something there to remind me.
It's the naked eyes.
always something there to remind
Something there to remind me by the naked
Who sang this song?
eyes.
to love you. And I will never
That was like those English
for
New Wave
there
bands.
is, for there is,
in the 80s.
Always something there to remind me.
you've got the
Look of love. This is really the most.
it's on your face.
Well, if you can get a 67-year-old woman in bed with you, yeah. I'll remember all these tunes.
I think then before 1 second back to the other one.
You want back to the other one?
Be mine.
What's it? What did he just say?
You want to go back to always something there to remind you?
I don't know what he just said.
You said you want to go back to the other one.
Oh, you wanted to? Okay. We'll
Well.
do whatever you want, Tank.
No. Time only moves in one direction forward.
Let me tell you, very frustrating.
Well, how about your water? Does the water work in your apartment today?
Well, it's not ready, so we'll see about that.
And how about your laundry? Did you get your laundry done yesterday?
I got it done yesterday.
Yeah, I did mine last night.
All right. Well, that helped. I think that relaxed. A
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Tank sounds a little bit better to me now. Oh, so back to Don Imus and the nappy-headed hose. In any event, talking about Rutgers, wasn't that at least an accurate? Was it on some level? Was that an accurate description, or was everyone shaved?
They looked hardcore.
Yeah.
So
What do
Like
you
I
mean?
saw a picture of the
I
team,
mean-
I'd see a bunch of bushy hair on these women, right? Bushy, kinky afro hair, right?
yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's what nappy-headed means. I mean, why did people think that was so offensive?
Because it was the start of cancel culture.
Yes. Yeah, it was the beginning of it. It was about 10 years ago, but yeah, that probably was one of the
Yeah.
beginning signs, wasn't it?
Afro's not a dirty word.
And nappy head's not a dirty word either.
Yeah, hose is kind of
Oh,
it's
nappy headed hoe. Well, yes, hoe is accusing someone of being a prostitute.
that's
Yeah,
one of those words that if you're black you can say it, but if you're not black you can't really say it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. That if
There
you're
was a point where he talking about Pac-Man Jones. He says, and Pac-Man Jones was arrested for the 5th time in 4 months, and then he asked, what color is Pac-Man Jones? The other guy said he's black. He goes, yeah, well, that explains it.
oh yeah, but
He said that.
well, it's like the in Chicago there was a shooting in a cigar bar on Friday. You may not have heard about this in the news, Trav Dogs. You don't watch the news, but did you hear about that news,
I
Tank?
don't watch the news.
Some woman walks into
I
a
do
cigar bar and
sometimes.
shoots 3 men, then shoots herself. Tank?
Why did she shoot the people in the bar?
Well, I'm the motive isn't clear, but I
What
just
was
thought
she-
to myself.
was
Of course,
she-
they didn't say anything. They just said,
What-
it
was
could have
she
been
a-
a Chinese
was
woman,
she
it
a-
could have been a Vietnamese woman, it could have been a white woman, but no, guess what? It was a black woman.
Was she a disgruntled hoe?
Yeah, she was disgruntled, nappy-headed hoe, apparently. Yeah, she had a pre-existing relationship with the men she killed, or the guy she killed, was a former detective with the Chicago Police Department.
Do we have that clip where AJ and Tony are driving through the black neighborhood, and AJ says to Tony, says, "So that's what a crack hoe looks like." Then she heard him, and she threw something at the car.
Don't blame her. Yeah, if people don't like the truth, that's a big problem there.
Maryland's playing. We got some college basketball here.
Yeah, they're playing Indiana, too.
Maryland number 17 against Indiana.
Who's always tough regardless of their ranking.
Maryland is a classic choke team. They're going to choke against Indiana. How much you want to bet?
I won't take that bet because I think you're right.
Frank, is Indiana good this year in basketball?
I think they're okay. Let me see.
Nothing great.
No, they're not ranked, but
Maryland is playing them today.
Actually, Indiana's okay. They're 15-4. They're probably on the verge of being ranked.
15-4?
Wow, they must have been playing much tomato cans.
I mean, that's a good record.
That's a good record. Yeah,
they should be ranked if they're 15-4.
I actually think they beat Rutgers this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Ayatollahs beat Rutgers.
All right. Well, what's your prediction about?
We're talking a ranked team.
Oh, Rutgers is ranked? Okay, I stand corrected.
Maryland's ranked.
Oh no, Rutgers is Iowa. They lost to number 19 Iowa.
Yeah, that's not.
But Rutgers, Rutgers was ranked at the beginning of the week for the first. No, they actually beat Indiana last week. So Rutgers was ranked for the first time since 1979, the men's basketball team.
Oh, that's impressive. 1979.
So what's your
number 24?
Mm-hmm. What's your prediction?
They're trying to make the tournament for the first time since like 1991.
What's your prediction about Maryland at Rutgers today? Do you think
they're at Indiana.
Do you think Indiana's going to take care of them?
I think Maryland will probably win. Maryland's but they actually got the same record. But since the game's where's the game at?
Indiana.
Okay, I'll take Indiana then.
Yeah, I never take Maryland in a big game on the road.
Well, they're basically the same team as Indiana. So in that case, I always take the home team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm just...
You know who that is?
Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know who the other one is.
I don't either, but I don't, yeah.
Young Katharine Hepburn.
A couple of lesbians there.
Look how thin she was. God.
Well, she was always... Do you ever remember her heavy?
She's a stick.
Yeah. So was the other girl.
I know, but she's just... This is painfully thin there.
Decades before breast implants.
I know you like that, but I don't. That's too.
Well,
thin.
I like it if she had a couple of double D's to go with.
What
her.
do you think that in 1940 they're going to have a woman that's built like that? There was like 3 in history built like that in the 40s.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's Marilyn Monroe, Betty Grable, and I don't know who else.
A few Italian girls. That's the only time I ever saw skinny waist and big breasts were on Italian girls. Where the breasts weren't were real anyway.
Katharine Hepburn's a great actress. Though.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, look at it. Yeah, I told you it's a lesbo scene. They're hugging each other on the stairs here in black and white.
Please.
She's wearing pearls.
Oh, Match Game.
Match Game with Gene Rayburn. Oh, let's go see what's on Heroes here. Oh, commercial. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? There it is.
So, Tank. Oh.
Jimmy Walker.
Kid Dynamite. We're watching Match Game.
Look at his teeth.
I love Gene Rayburn's microphone. Look how long
stick.
that thing is.
He's wearing a 3-piece suit.
Oh, Charles Nelson Riley. And Brett Summers.
I always wonder what the hell is the deal with that microphone.
What's that?
What's the deal with the microphone? Yeah, we don't know either.
Yeah, what was the deal with that microphone?
I know. I think he just wanted to have something long like that. Maybe he was looking for something like that in his life. He had a nice suit on.
Yeah.
I mean, that microphone was ridiculous.
I love this show.
No. Well, you can't say fucked on the air in 1974.
Look at JJ.
Every girl who went to Roger's New Year's Eve party got drunk. So drunk is, that happens. I said Kiss. I just didn't name the place.
Leave him alone.
He was like Snoop Dogg in the 70s, you know?
Yeah.
Except instead of pot, he was toasted every time he went on the air. A lovely series of toasted.
On Sant.
Ivy, how much were those guys drinking?
Elaine
I actually-
Boulafont. Wasn't that her name?
I'm not pregnant. I never heard of her.
Yeah.
I don't think she was,
Elaine
I don't
Boulafont.
think she was
I don't know
really
what she did in her life, but she's pretty.
Oh,
Oh, look at Richard Dawson
with a mustache.
with the porn
She got
stash.
preggy.
Look at him, man. 70s city.
Wow. Black turtleneck.
Marsha Wallace.
Yeah, from
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart. Pregnant.
Look at her.
Wow.
Okay.
So pregnant was the answer there.
We were
I would say,
watching.
yeah, knocked
We're
up,
watching
pregnant.
some match game, man.
I guess they didn't use the pill back then. Okay, Jack. How's the computer working any better now?
Here we go.
I can't hear what he's saying.
This show is ridiculous. Actually, it was ridiculous.
What, match game?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that suit.
I know. That really goes together. The polka dotted tie with the pinstripes.
Well, it's all brown.
It's all brown, yeah.
What happened to taste in the 70s?
Oh, it went right out the window. It was. You got to remember, through the things are so conservative and tight in the '60s that it just.
What happened? What was his question?
Well, what happened to taste in the '70s? They just went away.
Well,
they could mix anything they wanted to.
People
But look
just went nuts. I mean,
the size of the collar there on Jimmy Walker's shirt. It's like
it was
6 inches long.
It's like they're just trying anything, you know.
Yeah, they could put any colors together. They could have any size lapels they
That's
want.
okay. I liked it. I got used to
You
it.
have ties that are 5 feet wide.
And look at Richard Dawson's.
You could have sideburns that go down your face.
What fabric do you think those clothes are made out of?
Oh, polyester, 100% polyester.
Yeah, looks like she's wearing a bedspread.
Yeah, bedspread.
Yep.
So he's watching the same thing we're watching.
Yep. Yeah, we're watching Buzzer.
I like Jimmy Walker's hat. What kind of hat is that? it's like it's like something out of the Bill Cosby show.
I think they call it a pork pie hat. Is that a pork pie hat, Tank?
There actually was an ABA team, and that was their logo. With that hat.
Really?
It looks
yes,
like
it was called the Memphis Hams.
It looks like something I saw on the Cosby Show. You know, when he had all those kids.
Yep. No, you see a lot of
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
Cartoon. Mushmouth. Didn't Mushmouth have that hat?
Yeah. One of the kids had that hat. And well, here's a question: What was Charles Nelson Riley's claim to fame besides these shows?
Besides Match Game.
This was his claim to fame.
Yeah, he's famous for being
like
famous.
The show made him.
I'll look him up, but I think
he
was
been on
long before the Kardashians.
Was he on commercials or something?
Not that I remember.
No, all he did was these game shows. Hollywood Squares, this one.
He was on the Hollywood Squares too. Yeah. He was unique.
What he was the guy everyone knew was gay but couldn't say he was gay because he didn't. Because nobody wanted to know that he was really gay.
Yeah, like Paul Lynn.
Yeah, he was like Liberace, but he was in the closet.
Liberace was in the closet too. He never came out.
No,
really?
No, not officially. Not until the end, anyway.
Yeah. Well, Paul Lynn. Everybody knew Paul Lynn was gay,
but no, they'd never say it.
Nope.
There was never. Nobody ever talked about that stuff. Okay,
he was so gay though. Paul Lynn.
Oh yeah.
He was hilarious.
It's amazing how many of these people, these actors in the 60s and 70s were gay and nobody knew about it.
Rock Hudson. That still blows me away.
Oh, sure.
The original Joker.
Cesar Romero?
Cesar Romero?
That's what I understand. Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that.
First time I've heard that. Huh.
Didn't even occur to me.
I think it was basically they found out when he died.
Wow.
Oh. Well, you know who I just found out.
To find the,
You know who I just
Dude,
found out was gay? Was Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
well, that's the rumor.
Did
That's
you
the
know
rumor.
about that? I think he came.
That's what his wife tried to say.
He kind of came out recently talking about. I thought I heard him talking about it recently, where he's mentioning his boyfriend or his lover or something.
I mean,
in some
No,
conversation.
no, he didn't. His wife, during the divorce, tried to claim he was.
Okay. I mean, that one shouldn't surprise us now that you think about it. The guy has a lisp.
Come on.
Well, he's got a lisp. I mean, you're
What
gay.
does that mean?
Gays have that. A lisp is associated with homosexuality.
This is the wiki article for Cesar Romero. Romero never married, had no children, but was always escorting actresses. Here it is. Romero talked about his homosexuality in a series of interviews that were published 2 years after his death.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Oh, and Charles Nelson Riley, his claim to fame was
So
Broadway.
he didn't say anything about it, but he said when he died, basically 2 years after he died, he said, "Oh yeah," that's what it basically came out that Cesar Romero was gay.
Wow.
Wow. Well, he was a great actor. He did a great job with Joker.
Yep. Oh, great actor.
And he refused to shave his mustache, so they painted the white paint over his mustache.
That's right.
On the
That's right.
show?
And if you look very carefully, you'll see it there. Yes, they would just paint it right over it.
Because I could never tell
and
that.
Well, they painted
Of course, we have black and white TVs,
it. Yeah.
12-inch screens, 19-inch screens.
Yeah, no high definition.
Blurry,
Low definition.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
But boy, now that HD's out there and you can see crystal clear those old Batman episodes, boy, you can see that mustache.
Huh. I'd like to check that out. Yeah.
Chapdog, when you were a kid, did you ever watch Lidsville?
No?
It was a 1971 show by Sid and Marty Crofts. Yeah. Recognize that picture there? Charles Nelson Riley was in that. That's where I actually first remember seeing him. He was in Lidsville. He played some madcap in Lidsville.
Looks kind of like Puffin Stuff.
Yeah.
HR Puffin Stuff.
Same thing. Lidsville was a same people.
I would have liked to have seen that, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
I loved Puffin Stuff.
It's probably too early for you, Tank. Yeah, you and Lidsville and Puffin Stuff were long gone by the time you were watching TV. It only had it got 2 years. Yeah. But anyway, Charles Nelson Riley was that. I remember seeing him in that. Then I saw him on Match Game and game shows, and I thought, okay, I know this guy. But he was a Broadway star.
So, is anybody...
But speaking of gay, there was a lot of stuff out this week about Aaron Hernandez because some cable...
Yeah. Doesn't that sound strange?
Why? What?
Yeah. Well, there was a reality TV show about him this week.
Yeah, that guy that said that he had like a fling with him.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, so...
Was there anything revealing in that show? I mean, I didn't watch it. I was too busy with other stuff. Was there anything that earth-shattering? Well, we knew the guy was gay already. Well, we did.
Look at JJ.
Is there anything earth-shattering? Not really.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I think the story's kind of out about that.
Yeah. I still think it's a real shame. I mean, he was a very gifted player, and boy, Brady sure could have used him this year. He was good. He was good. He was a good receiver.
Well,
backfield.
that's things happen. Nothing ever stays the same.
Well, if he hadn't murdered.
Well, apparently, all the people who thought he was tight end realized now that he was a wide receiver in the end.
He took three at once, right?
Yeah. It all goes back to my original joke, tight ends. That's a real oxymoron.
It's an oxymoron for Aaron Hernandez, anyway. Well, when Mark finally calls, let's say it's 9:44. Mark's late. Maybe he's not going to call this week.
Maybe Mark was just jerking us around here. He's not going to really call
yet again.
He's still laying low because of the Patriots.
Oh, he better. Laying low.
Well, Tank, My broker sent me a nice Ravens jersey, so I'm wearing my.
He's wearing it right now.
Wearing my Ravens jersey. It's
number 9.
It's sacrilegious, I know, but Steelers got to wake up and start earning my love here.
That's a nice jersey. I mean, that's like $100 jersey. She didn't skimp any expense in getting that for you. You know.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful jersey.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
The only thing that I know Frank wouldn't like is there's the Maryland flag on the right on the sleeve, which he says is a funny looking flag.
Yeah, it is funny
that
looking.
Thing is so ugly. That damn flag.
Yeah, but it's Steelers colors. I like it.
Yep.
That's the funny part.
Gold and black.
Yeah.
See what Archer can do for
And let me be the first to welcome you back into the dating pool. Thank God.
We could talk about the NBA some. Are you following the NBA?
A little bit here and there.
I mean, does anybody who do you think right now is the favorite to win the title? I really
I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks.
What?
Uh-huh.
The Bucks?
Well, they do. Do they have the best record in the NBA?
They actually do.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got to be the favorite from the East, but I'm not sure they're the best team. I like the Clippers right now. I think they're really looking good to me.
Yeah, they're in stealth mode though.
If the Clippers win, that's Armageddon.
Oh, it's one of the signs of the apocalypse?
Yes, it sure is.
Why is that?
Yeah, why is that? I
Just because the Clippers are never supposed to win it?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, this disease coming out of China, maybe it's kind of fitting that it would happen this year.
We could be facing Armageddon.
Yeah.
This Chinese thing.
Yeah, is everyone freaked out in New York about it, or has the paranoia not reached New York yet?
When the media starts covering everything, it's be afraid, be very afraid. You can't live without us, the media will say.
Are people walking around wearing surgical masks in your courthouse?
I haven't seen that yet.
Okay. Well, when that happens, let us know. Apparently, there's a third case of it has been found and confirmed, and it's right here in Orange County, where I live.
Oh, so there are 2 other cases in the United States?
Yeah, there's one in Seattle, one in Chicago, and now there's one in Orange County. I know. Of all places, in the whole freaking country, it's got to be right in my county. Some dipwad who was eating a bat in China.
How deadly is it?
Well, it's actually running at about a 3% mortality rate, which you say 3% big deal. The Spanish flu wasn't that high in 1918. You heard of the Spanish flu?
I heard about it, but I don't remember much.
Tank, you know how many people were killed by the Spanish flu of epidemic?
Thousands and thousands of people
thousands.
Were killed by that thing.
Millions, actually. Yeah.
So the percentage must have increased.
Well, it wasn't. It was the number of people who had infected. It wasn't that if you have a million people and 3% are infected, 30,000 die. So you have 10 million, etc.
So
you have 100 million infected.
So this thing could infect a lot of people, and that's why it's scary.
It's scary because it's highly contagious. It will spread. We're actually not sure how it spreads, but it must be going airborne and somehow reaching people. Doctors are apparently getting it through their eyes. Apparently.
God, do you know that Eric said that the disease was contracted in China because people were eating bats?
Yeah, wild animals.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God!
I'm not making that up.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they'll be partially. They'll still be sort of flipping around a little bit, and they'll put them in. They'll make a bat soup where the bat's not quite dead, and you eat the bat.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
Yeah. They also eat the ostriches, serpal. Is it serpal cat? Serval cat. Yeah, we're talking really wild animals they get from Africa. You see, China's all over Africa, so they go over Africa. They bring all these animals back to their market.
I've seen ostrich burgers in the in restaurants.
Yeah, I don't think ostrich meat itself is probably bad, but the way they do it over there, I think they eat the ostrich live. I mean, they like eating live stuff.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean live? You got to kill it to eat it.
Not if you're in Chinese, you don't.
What?
Yeah. I'll get you a recipe.
That's disgusting.
It'll blow your mind.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. These folks are living in a different
Really
century.
Disgusting.
So no wonder. I mean, this is no wonder that they're contracting all these diseases. I mean, the last two times we had these epidemics out of China, SARS was the same thing. It came from a wild animal market where they shouldn't be messing around with the animals.
Tank, I know you were happy to see the Patriots lose. I was happy to see the Williams sisters lose at the Australian Open.
Yeah, they're finally gone.
They're gone.
Faded photographs covered now with lines and creases. They are finally done. Gonna have to call it a career.
You think? I think Venus
you feel sorry for them one bit?
Venus is probably gone.
That was a good long career.
I'm sick. I'm sick of her, man. When she plays, she just wears that sad sack, sour look on her face all the time. You know, have you ever seen her smile at all? I don't know.
Nope.
If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you should probably stop. And it's not enjoyable to watch that as a spectator. And Serena is not much better. She's definitely lost a few steps if you watch her.
Yeah, look at that headline.
What's that?
See that person wiggling on the hospital gurney?
Yeah.
The headline reads, "Distressing footage of coronavirus patient writhing on a hospital trolley in infection hit Wuhan is shared online as Chinese authorities continue to delete fake videos of deadly outbreak." It's a quote-unquote fake videos, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be safe through censorship here.
You can really trust China.
Oh yeah, we can trust them.
Yeah.
Honorable.
Is that your attempt at Cantonese, Dick? Hey,
and of course, on BC, and the disease is blamed by Donald Trump.
Oh, it's all Trump's fault.
And today, he's got to blame Donald Trump.
Yep.
It's Donald Trump's fault that they shot their own plane down.
News 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
And of course, the little Boy Scout, Rachel Maddow.
Uh-huh.
What are you saying about Rachel?
When she goes into makeup, she tells them, "Make me look like a 12-year-old boy."
Well, it's pretty hard. They think they do their best to try and make her not look like the 12-year-old boy, but it's hard to cover.
God, she is.
Oh, she's hilarious.
She is not a looker.
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't. She's not a model or anything like that, but she's a human being. I mean, at least grant her that dignity.
Is she?
Good reporter, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, I actually think she's a bad reporter, but that's whatever.
Well, she's on MSNBC, so if you don't share that political bent, then you're going to hate that show. But
anyone can get on MSNBC. That's not very difficult to do these days.
Oh, is it as hard as getting on Fox? In Fox, you gotta have that look.
You just have to have the look.
If you're a woman, you have to have that look.
Or you got to be a white male.
I saw the Fox movie, the movie about.
Oh yeah, Roger Ailes.
Bombshell.
Yeah. How was the movie?
You know what? Regardless of your political views, I think it's a good movie. It definitely kept my attention for an hour and 45 minutes.
Was there a lot of gratuitous
John Lithgow is in it.
You got to get it frozen. You got to get it frozen.
Real good job. He's a great actor.
John Lithgow?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He played Roger Ailes.
Oh.
And there's not a lot of sex. There's not like they're showing skin or anything really like that.
No women giving blowjobs under the desk or anything?
The women are, it's all suggestive.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
It's all suggestive.
Well, that's still not right in a workplace environment.
Yeah.
Women should not be subjected to that.
The women are getting dolled up all the time to be on the air. And
well, okay.
That's obviously happens all over the place. But he was, doing things like interviewing women and telling them to pull their skirt up. And
well, okay, hiking your skirt, that's for ratings,
some
right?
real sick stuff. And I guess the suggestion was he had sexual relations with some
people. You talking about when they had the panel shows and that they always sat in the front
What's that?
The panel shows on what you would call on Fox. They always have like the women.
Yeah, like Fox and Friends and
Greta Sustronk.
The women are pushing their boobs up and trying to show off as much as they reasonably can.
But that's just ratings. I mean, that's just common sense. Of course, you're going to do that because sex sells. Sorry, I mean that's just reality. Water's wet, sky's blue. People, hello.
Like, the woman that sued him, Gretchen Carlson, the one that won the big award.
Yeah,
she was a Miss America or something. She was a beauty queen.
Yeah,
and that's part of her attraction. Was the way she looked.
Yeah, but she wasn't suing him because she was asked to hike her skirt up or bunch her boobs. She was suing him because she was getting harassed.
I don't know that anybody ever did anything to her in terms of the sexual stuff.
Okay,
it was comments and
with inappropriate comments.
Not that that's not you can't sue for that, but it wasn't.
Like you can ask someone nicely to hike their skirt up and explain the reasoning in a very logical way, but you can't be making snarky comments to them. That's where you cross the line. And I understand a lot of snarky comments and sexual innuendo comments.
The movie wasn't really clear with her what the abuse was.
Well, then what is this movie about then? I mean,
but it worked for her. She got $20 million, and then there were a bunch of women that said that I think that he did demand sex or do something.
Yeah, that's a little different there. But this is the other thing about paydays. Talk about the death of the American way. Is suing to get a payday, is that worth $20 million? Hello? I mean, like she was going to earn $20 million in her career. I don't think so. Maybe 2. Maybe. Maybe. But 20? Hello? No.
Fox had the money. Fox could pay. They paid Roger Ailes a lot of money, too.
No, that's true. Maybe that's more it. Hey, Chinatown.
Yeah. Malcolm McDowell was in the movie.
I love Malcolm
He
McDowell.
played Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, what a great person to play Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, he's crazy. Remember Malcolm McDowell? Tank? Clockwork Orange?
Yep.
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange.
My little droogies.
I'm singing in the rain.
A little bit of the now. You got the little red stuff flowing. Singing in the rain, I'm singing in the rain.
Smack, 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 smack.
Naughty.
Oh, you know the lines by heart. That's good. That's great. Stanley Kubrick, right?
Yeah, we could get a clip of that one. There's all sorts of good clips from that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've really had very little sports talk on this show.
Well, very quickly, let's recap last week's games.
What are we going to talk about?
I mean, we could talk about what you think's going to happen next week.
Well, we got next morning to talk about that.
Are the Chiefs still like 2-point favorites?
I know one thing. I'm going to be rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Chiefs too.
I am too because my wife is making me. But I am.
Well, I got a suggestion for you here. Since you're not a big Garoppolo and San Francisco 49er fan, are you?
No.
Anyway.
No.
So here's what you should do. You should actually tell your wife that despite you're going to root for the Chiefs, and I mean honestly. This actually, say, you know what, hon, I'm going to root. I'm pulling for the Chiefs, and I'm not, and say it so genuine that she knows you're not making it up. This will score you big brownie points. This is how to save a marriage.
But I already told her that, but she kind of like she doesn't believe me.
That's what I'm saying. But you got to tell her in a way she's going to believe. Like, be honest about it.
How do I do that? How do I really do that?
Well, you got to believe it. You got to tell yourself that you believe it because you were just saying a moment ago, well, I'm going to kind of root for the Chiefs even though I really don't want them to win. Yeah, the reason you don't want them to win is because of enmity you hold towards your wife, but it's like you got to let the enmity go.
Well, the enmity has to do with the fact that she never roots for my teams.
Well,
but she kind of says she does, but then I don't really believe her.
Which you're right, but
same thing.
Remember when we were in nursery school, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
Just because she won't root for your teams doesn't mean that you have to go tit for tat against her that way. That's an unhealthy
Your
competition.
brain can tell you to do something, but it's always what your heart tells you. That's what you end up doing in terms of who you root for.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, Frank, right?
Oh, Frank knows it better than anybody. He's a Miami Dolphins fan. His heart takes him in all kinds of weird directions. Right, Tank?
Yes.
He's a Mets fan. I mean, he could root. He lives in New York. He could root for the Yankees, but he chooses the Mets.
part of me really does want the Chiefs to win because it's been a long time for them.
Oh, yeah.
It's they're due, you know. Particularly after what happened last year with that fiasco with the Patriots.
Yeah. Well, but you can't blame the Patriots. You can't blame the refs. They lost it.
And I think
defense is weak.
I'd like to think that the better quarterback's going to win out in this game, and but the 49ers have a good running game. They're big. They're a tough team.
It could go either way.
And Richard Sherman is out there. He could change things.
He's old.
Well, they still avoid him, don't they?
Oh yeah. Not to say, I'm just saying. I'm making a comment here. He's good, but he's old. It's like it's too bad Seattle couldn't have held on to him.
So, what do you think, Frank?
I think it's go either way, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs because I kind of like. I kind of see the San Francisco having their issues of trying to stop Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you're right.
Nobody's been able to do it in the playoffs.
They might get a lead over Kansas City, but they'll come back and Mahomes will find a way to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
I think I'm going to get ready and start going about my day.
Okay. What do you got planned the rest of the day, buddy?
Working on my website.
If your computer lets you.
Did you got your computer working finally?
It seems like it settled down.
Okay.
I don't know why it just goes in these moods. It's like Satan.
I know. It's always look when you have I have a laptop right now at home and it does weird shit. Like I'll have to reboot it constantly to get it to work, and I don't know why it does what it does.
Sounds like a woman.
Yeah.
I don't understand them either.
It should be called. It should be referred to as a she, I think. But
yes, all computers are she's. Remember in Star Trek, they had a female voice for the computer.
I'm going to name this computer Reagan.
Oh, Reagan. Yes, this kind of Reagan.
Stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking cocksucker.
That Reagan.
That's right. Not Ronald
exactly
Reagan.
That Reagan.
Not Ronald Reagan.
No. It's
Stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking cocksucker.
Stick your cock up her ass.
Sounds like you got to move your octave up a couple of tones there, Chab Dog.
Stick your cock up her ass.
No, you went lower. I mean higher. Oh well.
All right. Well, it was nice having you on, Tank, and
yeah, maybe next week.
Watch some
Mark
tennis
will call
tonight. Yeah, that'll calm you down. That'll put you to sleep, I think. But I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Tennis Sandgren is the new hope for the American men. All right.
Maybe that's why I haven't been able to get into it. There hasn't been a hope in American males for a long time.
Well, this guy's tough. I think he's made the 4th round.
Tennessee.
And
I like him already.
I'm not sure what the draw is. We'll pull up the draw in the next hour. I'm going to go through my picks on the draw for the tennis, okay? And
I'll see you guys next week.
See you
All right.
for next week for Super Sunday.
Super Sunday. Thanks, Tank.
All right.
All right.
We're going to go to a break.
That was the great Frank Fleming of Sports Encyclopedia and Barstool Sports.
I don't know where Mark
Tank's
is.
Blog and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, we'll hit a break. Maybe Mark will call in.
We're going to have a good next hour, whatever happens, whoever calls in.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, stay tuned. You're listening to the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show.
I like your bumper there. That's a good bumper.
Yeah, just guitar over and over.
Yeah, that's good.
Yo, the summertime is winding down, so it's time to go ahead and get that fall wardrobe together. Check out the new fall line from Defy Life Gear. It's got all new designs, jackets, socks, and you gotta check out the brand new alternate logo. We also got sweatshirts for all the podcast gear you love so much. So go ahead and visit www.defylifegear.com. That's www.defylifegear.com to get your gear today. And remember, Defy Life, lifestyle, defiant. It's defylifegear.com.
The law office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
But Chabner accepts that he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
No. The streets are full of guys pushing each other.
Go to Mexico? Why, sure there is. Not 10 days from here, Barrel pack train is a mountain waiting for the right guy to come along, discover a treasure, and then tickle it, which lets him have it. The question is, are the right guys? Real bonanzas, they're few and far between. They take a lot of finding. Say, answer me this, will you? Why is gold worth some $20 an ounce?
I don't know, because it's scarce.
1,000 men say go searching for gold. After 6 months, one of them's lucky. 1 out of 1,000. His find represents not only his own labor, but that of 999 others to boot. That's 6,000 months or 500 years, scrabbling over mountains, going hungry and thirsty. An ounce of gold, mister, is worth what it is because of the human labor that went into the finding and the getting of it.
Never thought of it just like that.
Well, there's no other explanation, mister. Gold and stuff ain't good for nothing except for making jewelry with gold teeth. Gold's a devilish sort of a thing anyway. You start out, you tell yourself you'll be satisfied with 25,000 handsome smaggers worth of it. So help my Lord and cross my heart. Fine resolution. After months of sweating yourself dizzy and growing short on provisions and finding nothing, you finally come down to 15,000, then 10. Finally you say, Lord, let me just find $5,000 worth and never ask for anything more the rest of my life.
$5,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, here in this joint seems like a lot, but I tell you, if it was to make a real strike, you couldn't be dragged away. Not even the threat of miserable death would keep you from trying to add 10,000 more. 10, you'd want to get 25, 25, you want to get 50, 50, 100, like roulette. One more turn, always one more.
It wouldn't be that way with me. I swear it wouldn't. I take only what I set out to get, even if there's still $500,000 worth lying around waiting to be picked up.
I've dug in Alaska and Canada and Colorado. I was with the crowd in the British Honduras, where it made my fare back home and almost enough over to cure me of the fever I'd caught. Dug in California and Australia, all over the world practically. Yeah, I know what gold does to men's souls.
You talk as though you struck it rich sometime or other, Pop. How about it? And what are you doing in here, the down and outer?
That's the gold. That's what it makes of us. Never knew a prospector yet that died rich. Make one fortune, sure to blow it in trying to find another. I'm no exception to the rule. Sure, I'm an odd old bone now, but say, don't you guys think the spirit's gone? I'm all set to shoulder pickaxe and a shovel anytime anybody's willing to share expenses. Rather go by myself. Going it alone's the best way, but you gotta have a stomach for loneliness. Some guys go nutty with it. On the other hand, going with a partner, too, is dangerous. Murder's always lurking about. Partners accusing each other of all sorts of crimes. As long as there's no find, the noble brotherhood will last. But when the piles of gold begin to grow, that's when the trouble starts.
Me, now, I wouldn't mind a little of that kind of trouble.
I think I'll go to sleep and dream about piles of gold getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we ought to give up. Leave the whole outfit. Everything behind and go back to civilization.
What's that you say? Go back? Ha ha! Well, tell my old grandmother I got two very elegant bedfellows who kick at the first drop of rain and hide in the closet from thunder rumbles. My, what great prospectors. Two shoe clerks reading the magazine about prospecting for gold in the land of the midnight sun, south the border or west of the Rockies. Shut your trap. Shut up or I'll smash your head flat. Go ahead, throw it. If you did, you'd never leave this wilderness alive. Without me, you two would die here more miserable than rats.
I'll leave him alone. Can't you see the old man's nuts?
Nuts! Nuts, am I? Let me tell you something, my two fine bedfellows. You're so dumb there's nothing to compare you with. You're dumber than the dumbest jackass. Look at each other, will you? Do you ever see anything like yourself for being dumb specimens? You're so dumb, you don't even see the ridges you're treading on with your own feet.
Yeah.
That's where he figured out that there was gold right there.
There's gold right there in that very spot. That's right. Well, you're back.
We're back. Okay. So this is going to be an hour without Tank, I think, without Frank, without Mark, because not
he
feeling.
promised he was going to call this week, but
I don't know.
again.
I guess he had to work late hours or something. So
maybe that, or maybe he's still a little upset about losing the Super Bowl, or maybe. Well, let's see. Where's maybe it was because of this.
I wouldn't say it's been all that thin around here personally. Yeah, he ran hard. That's what it was. He played hard. 13 wasn't enough. Maybe you feel differently, but I keep that between me and the players, like I always do. No, been on the right area. This wasn't anything that dramatic. Yeah, I don't think there would have been a lot of National Football League. Just had to play a little bit better, and we couldn't do it. Keep playing, we gotta. Maybe you feel differently, but I keep that between me and the players.
All right. Of course, there's always this one too. This is the real reason.
And it's a results business, and playing with Mr. Kraft, playing with Coach Belichick, Mr. Kraft to me, just being with them. We'll leave it at that.
Yep, he likes being with them.
Well, we got Maryland and Indiana playing in college basketball.
Maryland's up by 3.
2 15-4 teams, so it looks like a pretty evenly matched affair here.
Yeah, one's ranked, one's not.
Maryland does have a lot of talent. They have a lot of size.
Oh yeah, look at that number 4 at the bottom of the screen. He's like,
whoa, filling it up.
Wow,
I don't know these guys.
6-point lead.
Higgins. We'll get familiar with these people. Oh,
there
Indiana
we go.
Just countered with a 3.
Yeah, Indiana fires back.
They look good. Both these teams look good.
Well, that's what Tank said. They are pretty much a mirror of each other. So,
I mean, Maryland's big.
Well, I don't know. The Hoosiers look pretty big too.
You're partial in Indiana, right?
Well, a little bit. I just like Bob Knight. You know,
the
power of negative attitude.
He's long gone, huh?
He's long gone, but his legacy still.
They want. It's funny. Would they even dare put him on a telecast
today?
Yeah.
No, I think his days are over because in this political correct world we live in,
he's too right wing.
No more Bob Knight. They save him for the Trump rallies. I'm not kidding. He does show up for Trump rallies.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
A friend of mine was a driver, and he was driving. He drove him to a Trump rally in Indiana 4 years ago.
I mean, that is the kind of guy that would help deliver a state to Trump that he doesn't really need. But
no, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's going to carry. He'll carry.
He's got Indiana in the bag. Let's put
exactly.
it that way. Maryland's. They're good. They got some. They got size.
They got speed. I'm impressed. But they only got a 5-point lead here, so they better pick it up.
Who's this big guy? Look at that guy.
Oop.
He's a big white guy.
Big white guy.
Mark Eaton style.
Number 50, yeah.
That guy looks like he's 7'3" or something.
Well,
he's
I'm
huge.
not going to give him that much, but he's tall. Oh, wow, he's all over the court.
Who is that? That guy can shoot.
That guy.
Smith.
Yeah.
He's got some funky glasses on.
Funky glasses on. Looks good.
I'm getting excited here. I grew up in Maryland, so I'm a Maryland fan.
Yeah, you're not a Redskins fan, but you're a Maryland fan.
I know. Figure that out.
I know.
Maryland's my college team. I can't really root for Yale because they're just never any good. But
well, it's Ivy League. Did you apply to the University of Maryland?
No.
How come?
Because
too close to home. You want to have a different experience.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to Yale, and that was kind of for me the plan. And when I just, if I wasn't going to go there, I was going to go somewhere else in the Ivy League, or Maryland wasn't really a comparable school in terms of the rankings and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, well, not to Yale. No, you're right.
So I got into Penn, I think, and that was my safety net. And then I got into Yale late. I applied early to Yale and didn't get in until regular. They deferred me. But
well, yeah, I remember when I was 18, or the year I was turning 18, I wasn't 18 yet. Just like you're taking your son around to see the colleges. My dad and I on spring break went to 2 of the ones, and I applied to University of Maryland at College Park, and I got in. So I remember going there, and they were giving my dad and I a tour, and we saw their basketball, their floor, and of course we had shoes on, so it's like if you want to walk on, you got to take. If you go down to your socks, you can go on the floor.
Oh,
is what I remember about the University of Maryland.
They probably had a few banners up there.
This would have been 1984, so yeah.
But they hadn't won a national title until they finally won one in 2002. I think
that's right. So it wasn't.
So the only thing they might have had up was like Atlantic Coast Conference. If they won the ACC, I think they might have won that once or twice.
Yeah, they had some laundry hanging up, but I can't remember exactly what it was. This down here, so we went there. We went down to Williamsburg, Virginia.
Oh, William and Mary.
Because I was accepted at William and Mary.
That's a very good school.
That was a very good school.
Yeah. The Indians.
Is that what they are?
I think called the Indians, yeah.
Okay. And then we drove a little further south down to Atlanta, and because I got into Georgia Tech.
Oh. So you were almost an ACC guy.
Almost. And then but then get this, then for the Piece de la Resistance, I also applied to the College of Charleston.
I don't know much about that.
No, every once in a while they
have
get in,
a basketball.
They do.
They do have a basketball program. Team. They've been in the NCAAs.
Yeah, that's right. They're a small school, but I mean they have like 5,000 students, but they punch way above their weight when it comes to the b-ball.
Yeah, how does a school that size compete with the big boys?
Well, I guess you get the best of the Southern talent that wants to stay in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
that's what all I can figure. So you're gonna go. When are you going to Rutgers?
Wow, we're gonna go to Rutgers in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
So after the Super Bowl.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I went there when I was in college for a road trip, and I had fun there.
Really?
I have a friend went to Rutgers. I went down there to visit him.
Is New Jersey a nice state? I mean, the parts I've seen of it don't. My eyes tell me otherwise, but maybe I'm.
Well, it's called the Garden State.
Oh man, yeah, but they lies are.
There are portions of New Jersey that are full of trees and nice.
Well, portions of every state are full of trees.
Everybody's heard about Newark and the grimy parts that are just off of the freeway.
Yeah, and Yonkers
off of the Turnpike.
Yeah, exactly where the
Turnpike,
the old factories are, and the burned out buildings and stuff. Yes.
You know about the joke when somebody says that they live in New Jersey. What are you supposed to say? You're supposed to say, "What exit?"
What exit?
Off of the Turnpike.
Off the Turnpike.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. That's. Is that funny? That doesn't sound too.
Yeah.
funny.
No, it's supposed to be funny.
Okay.
And if you live in New Jersey, you get that joke. Like
what exit?
You say that to Frank, he'll know what you're talking about.
What exit on Turnpike you off? Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems like a gangster state. Is it gangster state?
Well, the Sopranos would have you believe that.
Yes.
Yeah. Must be.
And General Electric and all their dumping and everything. Dumping chemicals in the rivers for years.
I mean, I guess it seems like you get a lot of spillage from New York City and spillover. But
all right. Well, before we put everyone to sleep talking about New Jersey, let's recap last week's game since we haven't done that yet. So we had the early game was Kansas City at home against Tennessee, and the final score was 35-24, but it really wasn't that close. At least not in the second half, anyway.
No, there was a chance that they were going to come.
The first quarter looked good.
They were going to get within that spread.
Yeah.
At the end, but they couldn't quite do it. And got to give the the Chiefs' offense a lot of credit, man. They were just kind of unstoppable. They just wore the Tennessee down. They were too fast. Tennessee looked tired at the end of that game.
And I didn't see Tannehill's final numbers, but I suspect the 2 previous weeks, he only passed for about 80 yards. I suspect he passed for more than 100 yards. Yeah, he had more yards.
But they kind of got away from the running game, and
they abandoned the running game. That's why he got more yards. The running game wasn't working. So how did Kansas City finally stop that running game?
It was.
I know.
Weird.
I saw it. I couldn't describe it either, but they did.
Because the running game was working for the first quarter and a half.
Plays.
And then I don't know.
They shut it down.
Kansas City shut it down just enough to get the lead, and then once they got the lead, Tennessee just got away from their strength. They started throwing it too much, and
and Tannehill
they just never could really get it going. I mean, I think San Francisco's got a better overall offense.
Yes.
So,
yeah, much better. They got a quarterback. I mean, Tannehill, I'll still say Tannehill's not a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry, a great running back, but then he was only getting 1 or 2 yards, where in other games he's getting 5 or 6. That was the difference.
So, the Kansas City's defense was good enough.
They looked strong. They played with a lot of finesse. They played with a lot of excitement, a lot of passion. I like their passion. I think that passion will travel to Miami. So I like them there. Tennessee was overmatched. The only thing, you went for Tennessee. I went for Tennessee because, hey, it's like if they could beat the Ravens and if they could beat New England, then Kansas City isn't safe. But Kansas City proved me wrong.
The better offense won out.
Now, this is a shame we don't have Mark on today because I wanted to ask him if Garoppolo and the Niners win next week, Boston will be even more insufferable than it is right now in terms of everyone talking about Garoppolo and saying we should have kept him, we should have traded Brady.
It'll be more of a hostile environment for Brady?
Yeah. It would just be more of a hostile environment, period. I mean, it's a hostile environment already, but it'd be crazy then.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. But
I mean, the Chouds will just lose their heads, won't they? To see that they had this guy in their midst and they traded him and got basically nothing for him from San Francisco. They got a second-round pick? Big deal. They had nothing for him.
Well, I mean, there were a lot of people that didn't see this coming, that didn't think that Garoppolo was going to be this.
Well, Mark included. Mark's rap on him was the guy was made of glass and that he's not tough enough to get hurt. And, of course, in his first year, he proved that. He got hurt 4 games into the season. He got knocked out for the rest of the season. So, really, this is only his second year.
Well, the jury's still out. I mean, he could have a bad game.
He could, but so on that logic, so could Mahomes. They're both young. They both do
less
unpredictable
likely.
things.
I haven't seen him have a bad game in a long time.
No, that's true. And yet, and Garoppolo, when they played the Rams, I've seen him play a few bad games this year alone.
The
Seahawks, yeah. Yeah, he's had some pretty questionable games. At least 3 that I can think of off the top of my head, and probably more if I look up the stats.
Yeah.
That's another reason I like KC over San Fran, is that, they've been just more consistent. And they seem to have figured the defense compared to last year. Well, they fired the defensive coordinator last year. They got the new coordinator in this year. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but they do have a new D coordinator. They tightened that up. They changed some positions. The GM changed some of the starters.
Well, do you know how many passes Garoppolo threw in the last game against the Packers?
I
mean, it's
6?
ridiculous.
6 passes or 6 completions? 8. Yep. Yeah.
So he didn't have to do much.
No, that's the other thing. In San Francisco, they had Tennessee's running game. I mean, who's the running back I never heard of before?
Mostert.
Yeah, and he ran for 200 yards. Mostert.
There's probably another guy, too, that's pretty good for them. I don't
Monster run. So that's not going to happen against KC. They're not going to get a running game. Garoppolo's going to have to win it with his arm. Because look at the way, if they could shut down Travis Henry. Derrick Henry, sorry. Who's Travis Henry?
I don't know. You keep saying Travis Henry, and I keep thinking, who is that?
I'll look them up. But if they can shut Henry down.
He might have been another player.
Yeah, who's actually a known name brand. They ain't going to, that monster is not going to work. Travis Henry, I'm going to look that up.
I don't know. You can run on Kansas City. That's the thing. So, I don't know that their defense is much different than Green Bay's defense.
Travis Dion Henry is a former American football running back who played 7 seasons in the NFL. He played college football at Tennessee.
See?
He's drafted by the Bills in the second round of the 2001 draft. Played for the Titans and the Broncos. Okay.
Well, that's what makes it even more confusing because he played for the Titans.
Yeah, and he was a running back. So
there's a reason that you're thinking of his name.
But he was in the Pro Bowl in 2002. So I'm dating myself here.
Oh, he was even in the Pro Bowl. Wow.
Yeah, he's a big name. Yeah, Travis Henry. I mean, he was a good player a long time ago.
So my prediction is 38-34.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about Green Bay. In the second game of the day, we had San Francisco at home against Green Bay, and boy, talk about folding up the tent and crawling away.
Green Bay just laid down.
That it's like they weren't even trying. I thought,
yeah, Rodgers.
All that experience, all these pros, all these veterans. Rodgers, been there before. He's running out of time. They're going to be more desperate. They're going to want this more than San Francisco. Wrong. San Francisco wanted it more, and it didn't matter that they were inexperienced.
They wanted a lot more.
Green Bay didn't.
It's weird. But we were saying this all year about Green Bay. They're one of the least impressive 13-3 teams I've ever seen.
I hear it turns out you were right. I don't know what it was. I looked at it and thought Green Bay was like they were a good 13-3 team. They were just stealth. They were just really good at sneaking up on people.
At winning the games that they were supposed to win and beating the bad teams. And
well, as it turns out, because the coach, that game plan sucked. It was a bad game plan. It was bad execution of it on top of that. And then Rodgers throwing all those INTs is even worse.
I know. Rodgers, sometimes he just comes up really flat.
Yeah, he was flat. So.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
So.
If you're a Packers fan, you're going to be sucking eggs. That was it. This is your high water mark.
The Chiefs are not going to come in like that. So. San Francisco is going to have to be really sharp, really ready. And they will be prepared, but.
Wow, Maryland's got a 14-point lead.
Look at Maryland. Maryland is just
still
playing lights out.
7 minutes to go to the half, though, so there's lots of time.
Just draining threes right and left.
Oh. Huh.
Well, it'll be interesting. I think I'm praying for a good game. I think it will be a good game.
Yeah, that's all. It's neither of these teams we are number one fans of, but so let's go for the good game theory here.
Okay.
A good game and some good commercials.
Yeah, we'll have
some good commercials.
If you're stoned, it makes it even better.
Yeah, especially if it's a bad game. Yep. All right.
Do you want to play another clip?
Yeah, let's go clips here since we're carrying the show. That one's going to be hard to translate. That's going to play that one at the end. That's music. Let's go Kirby Enthusiasm. There's too much. The Sopranos is a great clip, but they don't talk too much.
Time there?
A lot of dead time here, but here's a good one. Oh yeah, here's a good one.
Hey.
Speaking of the Chinese controvirus.
Yeah.
Wow, there's money in here.
I think we have two of those donuts.
So we got
Kirby Enthusiasm.
Larry David,
really
Jeff Green to see Mel.
I'll be with you in a second. Have a seat.
Good casting.
Hey, you know what? I found this thing in the lobby.
It's a wall.
I don't know what the deal is.
Somebody lost their wallet.
Actually, this belongs to Dennis. He does the computers in the building. Probably fell out of his chair this morning or something.
How does it end up in the lobby?
Chair?
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair.
Oh,
I'll bet that's the guy. You know that? A guy in a wheelchair cut right in front of my car in the parking lot. I almost hit him.
Yeah.
I was talking on a cell phone.
Yeah.
Well,
he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I know. It's a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of regulations, I would think,
you
even
can't
for
talk
people
on a cell phone.
in electric chairs. He's motoring along.
You don't need to be talking on a cell phone.
She reminds me of
It's dangerous.
The wife in the
Mel will be right out.
Yes. The ball breaker.
Names for babies?
Yes.
Is that you?
Paging
yes.
doctor.
Actually, my partner and I are adopting a baby.
You got yourself a partner. I got a wife. Not exactly a partner. More like a rival.
What?
You know what I mean?
He's talking about
There's a rivalry.
A wife is a rival.
I wish I could say this is my partner. So let me ask you: you got any names picked out?
Actually, we do.
Is it a boy or what are you adopting?
Boy. It's a boy, and we are adopting him from China.
Ah, adopted from China. Chinese names. Do I know any Chinese
Keep
names?
digging, Larry.
Well, you got Wang from the Good Earth. Remember Wang Lung? Wang isn't a bad first name. Wang. Then you got the whole Ang family. Fang, Bang, Tang.
Gang.
Tang is not actually a bad name because it's like China, but it's not China.
You know the name of the girl that beats
It's a
Serena
juice.
Williams this year? His name Wang Quang.
That's what it is.
Wang.
Tang. Is that so bad? Naming a kid after a juice? Maybe that's not so bad. But it has Chinese overtones. Tang. But yet there's
Tang.
You got a little jolt with it.
Yeah. Don't think that would go over too well with the school kids.
That's going to kind of be the least of his problems.
He
now.
makes it worse, when he talks.
No, I'll be right with you.
Just digs himself a
You
hole.
know what? I'm going to run to the bathroom.
I love it. Just like you can be inappropriate, then you can be really inappropriate. That's what's so great about Larry David. Well, you're kind of like that too, actually. Now that I come to think of it,
I know. He reminds me of me.
I know, and he's not. Neither of you are intentionally trying to come off that way. It just happens.
It's just
these odd circumstances.
It's like the mind keeps following the trail, and the trail keeps leading me in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it gets deeper and deeper and darker.
But unless I talk about it, it doesn't get resolved.
If you don't, and then if you don't say a word, people accuse you of being. Well, why are you so quiet? Why won't you talk? You start talking, and people say, "Well, why are you talking? Why don't you be quiet?" Well, it's your show.
In real life, this is my Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Exactly.
You could play another.
I want to go for that. Let's do the "I'm leaving." We want to talk about putting your foot in your mouth. Yeah, here it is.
Guess what? I'm having dinner at Primo's tonight. I made a reservation. That's your husband.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think he senses something.
I'm leaving.
Exactly. So that's the look when a girl's breaking up with you.
I'm leaving, Larry. I can't do this anymore.
The phone call I got a couple weeks ago.
You can't do this. What?
What?
What? What are you?
Well,
Does that really surprise you?
What do you mean you're leaving? What are you doing?
I just called you from an airplane telling you I was about to crash.
The TiVo guy was here. I could barely hear what you were saying. He was about to leave. I couldn't even get the guy to come to the house.
TiVo guy.
It's very hard to get those people here. It was broken. Really? I got it fixed for you. I saved all your shows. Perfect Contestant, Top Chef, Project Runway. I wouldn't let them. I saved those shows for you. We've got these shows right here.
It's not just about the TiVo.
What else is it about?
What else is it about? It's all of it.
Talking during sex.
You can't do anything like a normal person. It's about talking during sex.
So I talk during sex. So what?
Yeah, but it's not dirty talk. You chit chat.
I talk to myself.
So who can't tell that real crab isn't fake crab? And,
by the way, people should be able to tell real crab from fake crab. You got to be a moron if you can't tell the difference. That's what I think.
Well, you know what?
And if I bring that up while we're having sex, that's a fun topic to discuss.
You know what the thing is, Larry? People ask me all the time, how do you stay with him? And I always tell them, there's another side to Larry that you don't see.
Yeah, you don't see.
And then I just realized today, there's no other side.
No, there's another
There's
side.
no other side.
There's a lot of sides. I'm complex.
After I thought I was going to die and you hung up on me, I started talking to the guy next to me, and I realized not everybody's like you. I mean, there are normal people out there that have conversations, interested in other people. And we had a very soulful conversation about life. Okay, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy. Does he carry mints and a pen and tissues at all times like I do?
Mints and a pen and tissue. What a nerd.
Does he have mints? How's his breath?
Very pleasant.
Really? What does he do?
He owns an underwear company.
Oh, an underwear company.
Yes.
What kind of underwear?
He invented, it doesn't matter, underwear that doesn't have a fly.
No fly zone?
Yeah.
No fly zone.
That is the dumbest company. What is? I've tried that underwear. It is so idiotic. You have to drop the underwear to pee. Okay.
You just need a little time apart.
Do you wear no-fly underwear?
Why would I do that?
I know. Like that is like he's got a point there. That is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like why would you wear underwear that you can't without
but
a flap?
Then again, do you always do you use the fly in the underwear?
Well, if I'm not going to have to, if I don't have to take my belt, yeah. If I
because a lot of times, I'm just trying to think here. Actually, I don't use that fly. I just get it out of the. I just lift the underwear up and
Okay, but then
lift apart next year.
Yeah, but do you have to, like, if you're wearing pants with a belt, you wear a suit every day, you wear pants.
That opening is just such a pain.
But you don't unbuckle your belt and zip your pants down, do you?
I take my jeans off. Yeah.
When you're standing up to pee?
Well, oh no, you're right. I don't.
No, of course not.
You just open your fly.
Yeah, that's right. You just open your fly. But if you open your fly, then if you have no fly in the actual underwear, then you either got to pull the underwear down. Which
you just pull the underwear up.
Well, if you're wearing boxers, you can do that. But if you're wearing something tight, like a
well, I don't wear tight underwear.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about that's why no flies on this bull.
Actually, with boxers, you got to have a fly.
You got to have a fly.
I'm going to be at my sister's.
Okay, dude, this is
Larry.
crazy, honey. What are you doing this for? What? I love you. How could you do this? What do you mean?
You weren't there for me when I needed you.
I couldn't hear you.
I'll be at Becky's.
You blew it, Larry. Oh, man. He doesn't make it.
You're talking on an airplane phone.
That's sad. That's
it
really
is because he
sad.
didn't that's how many times how many times I've been blamed in relationships with women like that where like it wasn't my fault and they won't give me the benefit of the doubt.
See, my wife's really good about that. Like
Okay.
she doesn't usually hold it against me if she says something to me and I forget or I'm not.
You are lucky.
I'm not there when she's talking.
You are very lucky that Mrs. Chabdog doesn't do that to you.
Yeah, not usually.
That's
I mean,
good.
she.
Well, hey, we're only human. I mean, you can't
it bothers
give her
me that there is this thing with women in general that they think that you're not listening to them, but
well, most of the time we're not. But
well, that's a generalization.
Yeah, they're faster. Usually true for a reason.
But want
some sugar?
No, that's all right. I'll make it easy for you.
Well, not that's not it. I was just thinking sugar might be interesting. Yeah, I really feel for Larry David there in that situation, even though it's a fictional situation. But how many of us have actually been in it in real life? I've been there before. Not
her
plane crash.
Her plane was about to crash. I mean, that's
and if he knew that, he would have been very concerned. But for some reason, because the phone line was bad and the noise and everything, that wasn't communicated. So if he doesn't understand it, you can't blame the guy for not understanding the severity of the situation. But she was blaming the guy for not understanding the severity of the situation. It's not his fault. He had the TiVo guy there, and he thought that was important. Well, it is. He would have lost all those shows, her favorite shows. He thought he was doing a favor for her, and turns out he wasn't. Anyway.
Well, she's not going to need any TV shows if she's on a plane crash.
No, but if he knew it was a plane crash, he would have been real concerned. I mean, geez. Here, we got a Sopranos scene here. I don't know. Let's go blindly into what scene we got. It says it's one of the best scenes.
Hey, college boy.
Yo, Dad, it's Uncle Tony.
Tony's got some cannolis.
There he is, the beach whale.
Oh, pussy.
Hey, Tony. What are you doing here?
I figured you'd be having a cannoli withdrawal by now.
It's pussy.
Spinelli's.
No, Stop and Shop. What do you think?
Hey, you're the best. Hey, Kev, put those on a dish.
Wait till after supper.
Pussy's back must have gone out.
So your father tells me you're taking up astronomy in college.
No, business.
Well, how come he keeps saying you're taking up space in school?
Hold on. Don't make me laugh. Kills my back.
It's a good-looking kid. Sure he's yours?
You're lucky my wife's not home. She tossed you out for that. She doesn't play.
I know.
He's a good boy, Tony. Mm-hmm. I pray to God I keep that fucking tuition coming in.
Hey, the kid can always go to city college.
This kid's staying right where he is. He isn't getting fucked because his own man is.
You gotta relax. I wanna take it easy a little.
Take it easy? How the fuck can I take it easy? Things are happening, Tony.
What kind of things?
Things.
Those things.
This fucking back is taking me out of the game. I'm way behind. And I'll top it off, I think I'm getting hooked on these fucking painkillers. I don't know, I feel like someone put the Maloik on me.
Maloik? The evil thing.
Push.
Malachi Crunch?
You got options.
Malachi Brothers. Yeah, the Maloik.
Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't have any options, because you got friends.
Yeah, right.
Look at me. Friends that would die for you.
I
You understand
that
me?
scene where they blew him away on the boat.
Friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
They kill him?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you want to play that? That's a good scene. We can play that next.
You got anything you want to say to me?
Anything?
Anything?
Like what?
Yeah.
Like, you want some coffee, Tony? You want something to eat?
You want coffee?
Yeah. What do you think, I'm gonna let you eat all those fucking cannolis by yourself? You beached whale. Come on.
Help me up. You want coffee? Who's gonna make it? You?
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
You look good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that wasn't one of the best scenes.
You
I
could do
apologize.
You could do a search on there for the scene where they blow him away. That's a good scene. Pussy on boat.
Pussy on boat?
Yeah. Pussy killed on boat.
All right, let's try that. Pussy killed on
Play a
boat.
great Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Pussy gets whacked. Here it is right here.
This is good. This is good. We'll play a great Frank Sinatra song of this.
Do you get seasick on boats at all? You get on a boat, do you get seasick at all?
No.
You feel it?
It'd have to be really bad.
Okay.
We got any good tequila?
Pussy looks a little blue. What's his name?
Polly.
Polly. Thank you, Polly. Polly's great. That's a great way to settle your stomach. Yeah, tequila is good for seasickness.
That acupuncturist out of Puerto Rico? 26. Tell you this broad. Her ass was the second coming.
Ooh.
Never wore panties.
Ooh.
Brush her teeth with this shit. Every night she'd drink me under the fucking table. I'd eat her out when I was down there.
Eat her out when I was down there. Jeez, you can tell, you can cut this atmosphere with a knife. Look at that.
Hey, Push.
Yeah.
Do you even really exist?
Uh-oh.
Fucked up.
This is it. Now he knows.
He knows. I'd just keep drinking at that point. You're getting whacked anyway. Make it quick.
Not in the face, okay?
Thank you. He knows.
Give me that. Huh? Keep my eyes?
You were like a brother to me.
Oh.
To all of us.
Yeah. Starting to feel it now, too. My inner rib balance is off.
One, two, 3 pistols training on him now.
What? Jesus Christ. I gotta sit down. I feel like I can't stand.
Well, yeah.
Is that okay, Tony? Did I sit?
Missed the chair.
There must have been an earlier scene where they were playing a song. Maybe it was when they just came in. I don't know.
Get the weights.
Get the weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not going to matter. They're not going to find his body. No. No, but he didn't want to be shot in the face, so people through his casket. They have open casket there. But they're not going to matter. He's not going to find his body. If they do, it's probably bit by sharks anyway. Well, it's not bad. He died quick. I guess he gets
Pussy.
He was a character for many years on this show. Yeah. Longer. That was a 5-minute version. But okay, here you go. Pussy's a rat. Sal wore a wire. Big pussy gets whacked. Oh, he's an informant. Oh, no wonder. Oh, of course. Why did he turn on him?
Well, they found out that he was. They found out that he was working with the FBI.
Yeah, but why?
What?
Why did he work with the FBI?
Because he got I
hurt?
think he got busted for something. I think like for heroin dealing or something.
Geez.
That some charge where they got their hooks into him, and then they just forced him to cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
So he was periodically meeting with the FBI agent, giving them information and stuff.
Okay.
And then I think Tony at one point went into his room and found some kind of maybe a tape or something. Pussy had taped some of his conversations with them, and
it doesn't really matter. He's thinking, you're thinking, so that's
See, big pussy's a fish. That one's probably where it goes into it.
the 249 scene. Oh, we'll try it.
Oh, he's gritting his teeth. He's freezing. Tony.
Here's Pussy gets whacked. So Pussy gets whacked. Betrayed him. That's only a minute 54. All right. Well, this is really good radio. Let's
yeah.
We'll cue this up next week.
Yeah. Any of these, these are all good scenes. Well,
here's one. Someone's trying to kill Tony. It's only a minute long. Let's try this one.
What?
Oh, what's this?
The microphone.
Oh, this is
Is that Pat Parisi?
Pat Parisi's. Oh, this is stupid. He pisses into the pool.
What should we do?
He's trying to kill Tony.
He tries to work up the nerve to kill Tony. He doesn't do it.
Look at the distance. He's no way that a 6-shooter ain't gonna shoot Tony from that distance.
He's drunk.
Anyway, I told John. I says, "Look,
stole downstairs."
Is Tony in a house coat or
GG.
robe? Ooh, the girl. Does he bang her?
I don't know if he's in the house there, but
what's he taking a leak in his pool for? Oh, because he's drunk.
He's drunk, I guess, and he just decided to do that.
I don't understand this at all."
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Does he want death wish? If I saw you pissed in my pool, man, oh, that's not good. I take that gun.
That's the Polish servant.
She walks back in. Okay. That was bizarre. Okay. Yeah, bizarre. Totally bizarre. Ugh. YouTube is great, though. I do love YouTube.
Well, I don't know. There are all sorts of good Sopranos clips that you could play.
Oh, yeah, we'll get... How about the knife fight?
Oh, Sundance Kid.
Yeah. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was good.
And what was the name of that actor's name? Is actually Cassidy.
Which one?
The fellow, the tall guy. Yeah.
Don't remember his name.
He played Lurch on The Addams Family.
Oh, that was Lurch?
That was Lurch.
Oh.
His name is Cassidy. His real name is Cassidy.
He reminds me of that guy, Richard Keel, the big guy.
Yeah, he's an earlier version of Richard Keel. Here we are. Here's Butch Cassidy.
This is good.
This is a really good scene. Oops. Why does it do that? There we go. Get rid of that. Go full screen there. Yeah, close up player, you motherfucker. All right.
Butch Cassidy's Hole in the Wall gang struck
Butch Cassidy's Hole in the Wall gang, that's me.
Idaho Bank of over close to $20,000.
You want Harvey to do your planning for you? You want him to do your thinking for you? You want him to run things? You can shut up now, News.
Oh, not yet till I get to the good part, Butch. Also known to have participated in the holdup are Flat-Nosed Curry and News Carver. I just loved reading my name in the paper, Butch.
Okay, so we just forget about Logan taking over, okay, Flatnose?
Well, you always said that any one of us could challenge you, Butch.
Well, that's because I figured no one would do it.
Figured wrong, Butch.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys can't want Logan.
Well, at least he's with us, Butch. You've been spending a lot of time gone.
Yeah.
Well, that's because everything's different now.
Guns or knives,
It's
Butch?
harder now. You got to plan more. You got to prepare more.
Guns or knives?
Yep.
Neither.
Pick.
I don't want to shoot with you, Harvey.
Anything you say, Butch.
Just like a Paul Newman. Wasn't he great?
Maybe there's a way to make a profit in this. Bet on Logan.
I would, but who'd bet on you?
Sundance. When we're done, if he's dead, you're welcome to stay.
Listen, I don't mean to be a sore loser, but when it's done, if I'm dead, kill him. Love to.
Hi.
He's a big man.
He's a big man.
No, not yet. Not until me and Harvey get the rules straightened out.
Rules? In a knife fight? No rules.
Well, if there ain't gonna be any rules, let's get the fight started. Someone count 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go. I was really rooting for you, Butch.
Well, thank you, Flatnose. That's what sustained me in my time of trouble.
Yep. Wrong way. That was classic. I love that. But now I'm tuned into
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
Okay. Well, you can take that wherever you want.
I'm gonna go Slapshot. The best hockey movie ever made.
Yeah.
Remember this?
The Hanson brothers.
Come on, watch your wing! Hey, Hanrahan! Hanrahan! Cover the point! Goddammit, cover the point! Come on, Mo! Give it to him! Along the floor! Nail him! Nail him! Hanrahan! Suzanne sucks pussy!
Sucks pussy. What? Suzanne's as well.
Come on, what's the love behind the net? Get the fuck out of there, will you? What's behind the net? Behind the net! Hey, Hanrahan! She's a dyke! I know!
I know.
Come on! Take it out! Take it out!
I can just see Mark.
She's a lesbian! A lesbian!
Lesbian.
Son of a bitch!
When men played hockey. Back in the single A.
Good stuff like that.
He wouldn't dare pull anything like that on Johnny.
That's it. Hold it.
Oh, hold on, it's not over yet.
What the fuck you talking about? He's the fucking one!
You're out. Son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ!
He's going to the penalty box.
Yeah, this movie is crazy.
Crazy, awesome. Crazy good. Fucking Hanson brothers.
My allergy to those fucking fans, you know, has returned.
That ends the longest fucking losing streak I've ever.
What did he say to him? 2 points, eh?
Hey, Red! What did you say to him?
I told him his wife was a dyke.
No! Yeah! Fuck.
Jesus Christ, no wonder he flipped his lid.
Anybody call my old lady a dyke, I'd go fucking bananas.
His wife is a dyke.
Oh, it's a shame there's this clip in the Hanson brothers say, "Way to fuck with his mind, coach." Oh, well.
So he was the coach, too?
Yeah, he was a player coach.
Player coach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Back, long years ago. And, well, again, in the minor leagues, they still have player coaches.
Oh, man.
Good old days.
I'll be right back. I'm
having an attack?
A nature call.
Oh, all right. I'll find something else to play here on the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show. Oh, now we got Tulsa, Yukon on now. Okay. Oh, boy, what an exciting week. We had the impeachment trial that nobody's watching. I mean, oh, my goodness. Talk about boring. I mean, Yang Kang Cook was pulling in better ratings than the impeachment trial. The WNBA is pulling in better ratings than the impeachment trial. I mean, do the Republicans want to lose this next election? Jeez. So we had that going on. We had, of course, this disease from China going on. Whatever, that coronavirus crap, because they're eating wild animals there. Bunch of little piggies. Here, let's listen to the dirtiest Peter Griffin jokes here on Family Guy.
Yeah, I was right about telling you to go see the gynecologist, wasn't I?
I'd like to see some vaginas, please.
That's what we're here for. Come on in.
Come on, let's get in the trunk. I filled it with water so we can do it hippo style. Weightlessly, with my feet lightly scraping the bottom as we do it.
Okay, it's kind of sexy, I guess.
And in a hippo tradition, first we must eat a whole head of lettuce.
What?
And you have the lettuce?
Yeah, right.
Wow, what a night. I guess someone's sleep number is 69.
Yes, it was apparently also number 2. Would you maybe make some coffee and give me a moment?
Lois's vagina was so wrecked they had to sew it up, open up a new vagina right next to it. You know, kind of like when they build a new bridge next to the old bridge, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I used to use the old one. Looks so unsafe. All right.
Oh, Peter, yes. Oh, I'm on fire. Take me, you filthy bastard. Destroy me and this laundry.
Put Meg's bra in your mouth.
Oh, my God, that's so disturbing.
I know, gross.
Yeah, and my hearing's a lot better, so I hear, like, suction and stuff.
Well, under normal circumstances, you'd be right to say that, but in this case, cheating would be the only fair thing.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, didn't Bonnie have that affair in Paris?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Joe, how can I put this delicately? He used his stinky French wiener to defile her.
Wow, that's real hit above the belt.
I've left Stewie alone with strangers to satisfy my fecal needs. I've put my whole family in danger to poop before my anus bleeds. Home bowl, poop before my anus bleeds. Well, life is full of big decisions, like deciding whether or not you're going to have time to masturbate.
Peter, I'm going to run and pick up Stewie. I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, which is it? Backdoor Sluts 4. I haven't seen the first 3. I wouldn't know what's going on. Here we go. I want to watch all of these movies non-stop.
Does he take his pants off?
I don't want to watch any more of these movies ever. Oh, crap. I left my phone in there. Damn it, it's nailed shut.
Dad, it looks like some girl sent you a picture of her privates.
Oh, crap. Lois, I don't have the phone. Stop sending pictures.
I already sent 4 more.
Chris, put down the phone. Don't look at those.
Wait a minute, that's both her hands. Who the hell is taking the pictures?
All right, give me that phone and get back to work. And before you judge your mother, you did most of that damage.
Peter, I've had a long day at work, and right now, sex is the last thing I want to think about.
What the hell, Lois? You never want to do it no more. What if I told you I'm holding in a very big dump?
Peter, can't you just use sock Lois tonight?
No. Sock Lois doesn't feel authentic to me anymore.
Was that a doll?
Yeah.
Oh, Peter, I want you to do me so hard that we have to change churches.
Gross.
I want to wreck you so bad you'll look like an exploded Hot Pocket.
Oh, my God!
But where are those good old...
Exploded Hot Pocket. Okay. I hope you liked it as much as I did. That was sick.
Okay. Well, do you want me to close with the?
Sure. However you want to close your own show is fine with me.
Oh, I never talked about the tennis, but
okay. Go ahead. Talk about tennis.
Can we pull up Can we pull up the bracket real quick?
Sure.
Let's see.
Where would that be?
Go to ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
You get ESPN?
Yeah, I get ESPN.
Yeah, let's do a quick men's tennis preview here.
Super Bowl picks.
Go to.
There
should be
Dylan Schefter gets homework. What? Cyborg pummels Bud. What? Are Cyborgs fighting in the ring now? Events move out of China. Hey, doesn't the NBA look good now? It's too bad they didn't tell China to go and stick it before, because now, does the NBA really want to do business in China anymore?
Yeah.
Losers. Yeah, but they didn't. They stuck up for China. They can all get SARS for that. There's some soccer news here.
Go to
all right,
homepage or something. Maybe
that is the homepage.
Okay,
but
tennis. There you
go.
Now she lost.
Disappointing, but not deterred.
Yeah.
Oh, golf.
You'll get over it, honey. You're 15. That's not. You'll
I didn't think I'd be such a favorite. I mean, you didn't think he'd be so terrible.
Let's go to
score, schedule more.
There should be a bracket or something.
Australian Open.
Yeah, there you go.
Bracket, score, how to watch analysis. Yeah, we're all dying to watch it.
We are.
Scoreboard.
Okay, men's singles bracket.
Men's singles. Okay.
All right, I'm going to break this down for you right now.
Oh, really? What did I do wrong? Okay.
All right, so tomorrow. Tomorrow is Nadal Kyrgios at 3 a.m. Eastern. So that's
Abu Nadal.
That's midnight.
That's midnight tonight. You can watch Abu Nadal.
That's a hot match, okay? So I'm going to be watching that for probably about an hour and a half.
That's a really Greek name, but that flag looks... What is that, like New Zealand?
Flag.
That's Australian.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. Huh.
So Nadal is the number one guy, and
he's number one, and
kind of a weirdo.
He's Australian with a really Greek name. He's number 23.
I'm rooting for Kyrgios, who's a
Kyrgios
young guy. I think he's Aboriginal descent or part of mixed descent. And
but Kyrgios, that's like that. You couldn't have a more Greek name than that.
I know.
How
But
could he be Aboriginal?
Maybe his dad's Greek.
Well,
anyway,
you know what they say about the Greeks,
he's a great player, and he's up and coming, and kind of brash and cocky, and it's good to have Nadal confronted by a guy that doesn't respect him that much.
But number 23. I mean,
there's a lot of bad blood between them, so that's going to be a wild match. Kyrgios is probably going to lose, but it'll still be entertaining because they don't like each other. So there's a lot of tension there, worth watching. And then,
it's 6 tonight.
Monfils and Thiem tonight at 6 p.m. That will be a good match, but Thiem's going to win. Thiem has great ground strokes.
Is that Denmark?
He's from Australia.
Austria. Austrian flag.
Yeah,
okay.
Austria. He hits the crap out of the ball. Monfils is just a returner who can run forever, but it's not going to be enough against a team. And then Medvedev and Wawrinka. Medvedev's from Russia.
Okay, that's the Russian Federation.
He's kind of a spidery, tall, gangly guy.
Number 4.
Great strokes. Wawrinka's a terrific player.
Wawrinka, I like the name.
From Switzerland.
I'm gonna wash my Wawrinka.
And
my Wawrinka's got warts on it.
I like Medvedev in that one.
Okay, I do too. I can pronounce his name better.
Another Russian, Rublev.
Number 17 against
Zverev.
That's German. I know that flag's German anyway. That's not a very German name, though.
So Rublev he's tough. I would go Rublev in that one, even though Zverev's seated higher, but I like Rublev right now.
And then Federer, he won. He beat Fognini. He beat
Fuxsovics.
How do you say the name? Fuxsovics?
Fuskovics.
Fuxsovics. Yeah, Fuxsovics. Fuskovics?
Yeah.
It's
so
Fuxsovics.
Sandgren and
it's
Fuxsovics.
Spelled F-U-C. Yeah. It is.
Sandgren and Federer is going to be a great match.
Yep.
And that you look. I would look for. I think Sandgren could win that match. He's really playing well, and he's tough as nails. And I don't know if Federer has the can stay with him.
So it'll be a 4 o'clock,
it's gonna be
7 Eastern, 4 Pacific tomorrow.
Yeah, I wish I could see that match. It's during the middle of the day, though.
Well, 4 in the afternoon? It's not really the middle of the day.
Yeah.
But,
and then, is there anything left? Go down. Raonic, and Djokovic. Djokovic is a big favorite for that one, but Raonic is hitting he hits huge serves. He's a big, huge guy.
But
you know Djokovic.
I know the name.
He's won plenty of majors. He's a big deal.
Okay.
So I would go with the safe pick, Djokovic.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are. And
what about the women's? Or are you going to be sexist? You gonna do women's?
Yeah, we could do women's real quick.
Let's do women's.
Women's is not. They've lost a lot of the
name brands.
Go to bracket. You need to go to bracket.
Oh, okay. No, that's not bracket.
Go to women's singles bracket.
Oh, women's singles brackets. Okay, there we
are. That way I can see. Okay, so Barty is in the quarterfinals playing Kvitova tomorrow, and
she beat Risky.
Risk, yeah. Barty beat Risk.
Okay.
I like Kvitova actually in that one. I think that Kvitova could beat her.
What kind of flag is that? Puerto Rico?
It's a Czech, I think.
Czech
or Slovak. Slovak.
They need to get a new flag.
Yugoslavia. I don't know.
Or they like show up and it was the last thing they had left. Oh, we'll take this one. Weird flag.
It is a bizarre flag.
Yep.
Well,
Sakari. Gee, what flag is that's Greek, right?
Is that Greek?
Well, it's weird. I mean, a Sakari is like it's not. That's a very Asian name for. That's a
I know.
Flag.
It does look like the Greek flag.
It does look like the Greek flag, though.
In the other semi quarter, you got Kenin playing Jabeur. I don't know.
Jabeur.
Kenin's playing well. She beat the 15-year-old Coco Gauff. So
that's a crescent and star there. So it's some Middle Eastern country, right? You see it? It's like red with a white crescent and a star.
Don't know what that is. You could click on the name and see.
Well, it's Middle Eastern, whatever it is.
I don't think it's Middle Eastern.
Tunisia, yeah.
Oh, it's Tunisia.
I told you. Look, dude, that's a Muslim flag.
Wow. That's unusual to have somebody from Africa in. I don't know if
North Africa.
We've never had even a North African women's champion for a major.
Holy shit! She's she's husky, man. She's 140. She's 5'6", 148.
Yeah, she's a big woman.
How could she move around? Holy crap!
I don't know. Kenin's a little woman.
Oh, well, look, yeah, she beat Wang.
Wang was the one who beat Serena Williams.
Oh, okay. Well, let's look at Wang. Yeah, Wang is 5'8", 132. That's getting a little more reasonable here. But she's out.
Yeah, big 5'8's pretty tall.
Well, tall, but she's not. Doesn't weigh like 500 pounds like Jabeur did.
Yeah. So that one's really up for grabs.
Okay. Let's look at the American while we're here.
Kenin.
She's they won't give us her weight. So she won't give the 5'7", but she doesn't look fat at all.
No, she's not.
Age 21. She's a kid. Okay.
Playing well though.
Yep. Good for her. And then
Kontaveit and Swiatek.
I'm glad you can pronounce those names. God, what flag? What is that? Kontaveit?
What flag is that?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Estonia.
Estonia.
Ooh, she's pretty. Look at that. 5'9", 143. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, I guess it's tall.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
tennis players tend to be taller now.
Okay.
I mean, it's a big disadvantage if you're too short. You can't.
Swadik. Poland. Okay. Woohoo.
Iga.
She doesn't even get a photograph.
Doesn't have a weight or a height.
Nope. She's 18 years old. She's not even legal yet. Or 18. I guess she just became.
Go with Kontaveit.
Yep.
Mertens and Halep. That'll be a big confrontation. Those two are both good players. Halep is
Romania,
kind of the favorite at this point. She's a Romanian.
5'6", 132. That sounds good.
She's just real solid. But Mertens is good too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You might want to go with Mertens in that. Muguruza is playing well. She's from Spain.
Muguruza.
Look, she's 6 foot.
Wow.
161.
Yeah, she's 6 feet though.
Caracas,
Venezuela. Wow, that's Garbine Muguruza. Wow, that's a power name.
I'll call her Muggsy.
Yeah. Against Bertens.
Bertens is from
Netherlands. She's same height, 6
big.
feet, 163. So it's the battle of titans here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think Burton's might actually. That could be Burton's. Kerber is from Germany.
Yeah, we got Germany
She's
here.
kind of a machine.
5'8", 150. She's pretty.
She's kind of a machine.
Angelique.
Very tough. And Pavlikova is good. Pavlikova she's a Russian.
Pavlyuchen. They don't say the Chen, right? This is Pavlukova.
I can't even pronounce it.
Pavlyuchenkova.
I don't even bother pronouncing it.
Okay, that's what I thought. 5'10", 150.
I go with Pavly. Pavly has been playing well.
Pavlyuchenkova.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, there we go.
So that's where you have the women's. I don't know.
Now you're up to date. So wake up. We're finished talking tennis. So everyone wake up who's gone to sleep.
All right. Well, we're at the end
exciting.
of the show. I just gave you the tennis preview. So, would you like to let's finish off with a song?
Yes, very much so. Today we have a wonderful song from was this 1969 or 68? 68 movie?
Or do you want to finish up with the Genesis song?
Oh, I if it was anything else, I would, but we'll have to Genesis next week because I just love this. This is Burt Bacharach.
Okay, and we'll finish up with Burt Bacharach and Raindrops Keep Falling
on Our Head. Yeah, and I like that the video goes well with it, too. If I can go full screen with
make
this.
everybody feel good.
Exactly.
It's kind of a rainy day. All right.
Cloudy day anyway here.
All right, have a good week. Get ready for the Super Bowl.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
We'll do a full show next week.
Yes.
Be sure to tune in.
Just
All right.
like the guy's
So long.
feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head and they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. He's sleeping on the job. And those raindrops are falling on my head and they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to greet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. The cry is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. The cry is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me.